Hi, my name is Shane Sterling. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is about raw food and health and transformation. If you're interested in those topics, please consider subscribing because that's what we talk about here. In this video, I wanted to talk about weight loss on raw food. And I'm going to just beat right to the bush here and say something right off the bat, which is that since I've been on raw food for 9 months now, I have not been able to gain any weight. And I've eaten huge amounts of food. In the process of transitioning to raw food, I have had to go through the experience of being really hungry and searching to satiate on raw food, and have been eating huge amounts of calories, huge amounts of raw calories, fruits and vegetables, and have never been able to put on any weight. So I'm going to just say that right off the bat, is in my experience, I haven't been able to gain any weight on raw food. But I do want to go back and talk about my weight loss journey and my experience of how I've gotten to here and how I've been led here to raw food, and how raw food has been my freedom lifestyle that I've been looking for. My weight loss journey and my fitness journey and health journey really started when I turned basically 40. When I turned 40, I'm 45 now, so it's been about 5 years where I've been searching for some answers on how to keep the weight off. You know, I guess my metabolism changed at 40 years old, and stressed out at work and whatnot, and all the things, you know, life and kids and family culture and dinners and everything, and you just put on weight. You know, I got up to 205 pounds at my heaviest. And it basically freaked me out, you know, because I've always been slim, I've always been fit, I've always been in shape, I've always valued health my whole life. And when I found myself at 205 pounds at the age of 40, I knew something was wrong, and I felt like something was wrong. And I wasn't feeling good in my body. I was having health problems. I was having, some eczema problems on my skin. I was having, just some things that were indicating some things were wrong with my health. So I started to really take on what it meant to lose weight. I studied about how to lose weight. I downloaded, MyFitnessPal. I started to work out. I got a home gym. I started to invest in dumbbells and weights in my garage. And it was great. I put on some good muscle mass and lost the weight and got a great looking physique. I really worked at it. I studied it intensively and really learned how to restrict my calories in the right way, increase my exercise, and get the results of fitness and weight loss that way. But, the second I stopped restricting my calories and the second I stopped working out in my garage with weights, the weight would come back on. And, I got down from 205 pounds, I think I got back down to 165 pounds, super low body fat, under 10% body fat, showing abs. And then, within a year of that, I was back up to 190 pounds. And it was really this yo-yo. And I started to really realize that something was wrong with the calorie restriction style of weight loss, and that it really wasn't sustainable. And I really wanted to look for a way to eat food. I was like, okay, I've got to fix what I'm eating. I got to fix, I got to go to Whole Foods. So I just decided to little by little cut out things, and like I said, I've always been into health, but I think I started to take it on more in pursuit of weight loss over 40, as to how to be able to eat what I want and not be hungry and still keep the weight off. But, if I just am honest, I never really found it with lentils and rice and, all of the things that would be considered whole foods and healthy. And I would keep the weight on and it would never really work for me. So, just about a year ago, I think I started to really feel fed up with this process and sick of the yo-yo dieting and sick of being overweight, basically. And I've always been interested in raw food. I've always been interested in understanding health, and I've looked into raw food before, and I've dabbled in raw food. I think in my 20s I went raw for a couple weeks once, and I've always been interested in it. But it kind of came into my awareness, hit me like a ton of bricks all of a sudden, that raw food could be the answer for me. And I didn't start in on my journey on raw food just for weight loss. I started in on raw food for a personal transformation, a total life transformation. And that's what I was after. Total responsibility for myself, total responsibility for who I am, my body, my consciousness, my health. I wanted it all. And what better time than at midlife, at 45 years old to really take that on, because hey, if I live to 90, I'm halfway there. So I got the first half of my life where I kind of got to eat whatever I want and drink and smoke and do drugs and all those things, try it all out. But now looking at 45 to the end of my life, I don't see any benefit of that. I've already lived that life. I want to be clean, healthy, vibrant. I want to have a clear conscience, clear consciousness. I want to be connected. I want to feel, my feelings. I want to feel who I really am. I don't want to squelch who I am with my addictions and with food. So I decided to take on raw food. I went cold turkey on raw food. And, like I said, I haven't been able to put on any weight with raw food, but I did do a 40-day juice fast. And I'll tell you, that kind of kicked it off, because when I started on raw food, I think I was probably 187 pounds. I think I was close to 190 pounds. And this was after yo-yoing, lots of yo-yoing. So at 190 pounds, I started in on a juice fast, and I lost 40 pounds in 40 days. I was drinking about 1.5 gallons of fresh fruit and vegetable juice a day, big quart jars of green juice, like 6 of them a day, packing in calories with fruit juice. I'd do jars of pineapple, jars of orange, lots of calories, but I was losing 1 pound a day. And I lost 1 pound a day for 40 days on that juice fast. So I started at 190, I think I got down to 150, 160, somewhere in there. And then maintained raw, never went back to cook food after that juice fast. I have stayed on raw food. I've been on raw food for 9 months. And I thought for sure, as I'm transitioning to raw food, I'm packing in calories. I'm eating nuts, I'm eating avocado, I'm eating tons of fruit, I'm eating whole watermelons. Because I've spent years tracking my calories, all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, I'm tracking my calories here. I'm eating 3,500 calories a day. That's a recipe for gaining weight. But day after day, month after month, on the scale, I've never gained any weight. I've just gained back a little, hydration weight and maybe some food in my GI tract weight, but that's really about it. I've never put on any body fat, and I've done a couple more fasts since then. In 9 months, I've done a 5-day water fast and a 7-day water fast, and I did those for detoxification, because on a raw food journey, it's pretty detoxifying. I've had some really bad detox symptoms over the months, flu-like symptoms, and things purging out of my skin, things purging out of my sinuses, lethargy, tiredness, disorientation, lots of toxicity effects. So I've done some water fasting to help kick up the detoxification process. And that has worked well. And 5 days on water or 7 days on water hasn't been exactly for weight loss, because I'm already down at a healthy weight, but, maybe trimming off little bits here and there, thinning out my cheekbones and whatnot. I've never lost any muscle mass on any of my juiced or water fast at all. I haven't lost muscle mass on raw food. I've only kind of maintained more of a body composition that I really love, and I can show you. I have a lapel mic on. Take that off. So I'll just show you where I'm at right now. I'm not I'm not doing a heavy workout routine right now, and it's basically just raw food. And I'm not at extremely low body fat percentages, but I'll tell you, after being 190 pounds or 205 pounds for my frame, I'm about 6'2", and I've always been a slender person my whole life, which is why me at 200 pounds is just has made me question everything and like have to re-examine my entire approach to life, because I know 205 pounds is just doesn't work for me. That's not where I'm supposed to be. That's like me in an inflamed, uncomfortable, pudgy state where I can't bend over to tie my shoes, and I can't just move and operate in the way I want to operate. So here I am now. I'm just coming off a water fast last week, and I think my weight's probably at I'm probably at like 165 or something. So I'm at an ideal weight, and that's really what I found with raw food, is that I haven't lost more weight. You know, me eating raw food for 9 months doesn't mean I keep shrinking and losing muscle mass and losing weight. It has been the opposite of that. I haven't gained weight and I haven't lost weight. I've been able to maintain an amazing body composition, and I'm really excited about it. I wanted to share that with you because I believe raw food is the answer for me for weight loss and weight maintenance for the rest of my life. I can eat, and here's the thing, I can eat whatever I want. I can eat huge amounts of calories on raw food. I can have huge salads. I can eat for hours on end. I can eat whatever I want as long as it's raw, as long as it's fresh, as long as it is not cooked and dead food. And the second I eat cooked food, the second I eat crackers or nut butters or rice or anything that you think is a whole healthy food or whatever, you know, I put on weight. It just goes straight to my midsection. And you know, I'm midlife, I have a midlife metabolism or whatever it is, I don't even know, you know, that it just doesn't work for me. It stays on its weight, and I'm interested in being lean, healthy, and fit for the rest of my life. And I believe raw food is the answer for me. So I hope this video is in service to anyone who is looking for an answer, a long-term life solution for weight maintenance and weight loss. I am a firm believer that raw food is an amazing ally in that journey, and I wish all of you, you know, strength and wisdom as you pursue your health journey. Turn to the raw foods. They are health and vitality grown in the sun by Mother Nature. Mother Nature has it right. Mother Nature has our backs. Mother Nature knows what works, and we are biologically adapted to eat raw food. We are biologically adapted to extract the nutrients in fruits and tender greens, and it doesn't metabolize the same way that cooked starches do and cooked foods. It metabolizes clean, it metabolizes easily. We have quick bowel transit times. Everything our body needs to stay vibrant, healthy, and keep the body fat off. It really is a solution for life, and I am here to share that message. And I'm in service to everyone's vitality, everyone's health. I'm in service to the message of raw food and the power of raw food for our consciousness. I'm in service to everyone who's watching this video. So thank you for being here with me through this video, and I hope you learned something from it. I hope it's been helpful in some way, and I will see you in the next one.